Welcome to the gallery.
As we mark the 10th anniversary of our museum, we celebrate more than a decade of engaging and inspiring young minds through the transformative power of museum learning. Guided by our curatorial and learning vision, we strive to create experiences that develop their sense and sensibilities, inspiring them to imagine new worlds with art.
Today we're doing sculptures. Does anyone know the difference between 2D and 3D?
There are actually 10 people in this artwork. The name of the artwork is National Language Class.
At the gallery, we believe that every learning experience can spark joy and curiosity. Art opens doors to wonder, imagination, and discovery. For our young learners, we create opportunities to build personal stories with art. As they make these connections, they develop empathy, creativity, critical thinking, and visual literacy. Anchoring with a learner-focused vision, we empower children to see themselves in art, to share their voices, and to grow together as a vibrant community, planting the seeds of lifelong learning through the power of art.
Guided by open-ended and art inquiry approaches, our museum learning programs encourage young learners to ask questions about the artworks they encounter in the galleries. During the facilitated programs, students are empowered with visual literacy skills to observe, analyze, and interpret artworks, sharing their multiple perspectives about the art, the artist, and the world.
I'm going to introduce to you the idea of foreground, background, and middle ground.
How would you describe the way the artist has painted this?
And if you look at this, where do you think it is? Do you think this is in the city or do you think this is the countryside?
Countryside.
Why?
What do you think the people in this city are doing?
My favorite part of the tour is about the painting called Fire. It looks cool and makes me curious about what is going on.
What is the theme for today? Making scenic landscapes within the landscape of Singapore.
I learned about Singapore's history and more about the paintings.
How would you feel if you were one of these hawkers in the streets in 1961? You will be afraid and threatened.
I've also learned that many people have different perspectives on the artworks. They will have different opinions on what they think about it.
With inclusive learning tools, multisensorial and tactile learning activities like role-playing and model building, every young learner has the opportunity to participate in art appreciation and discussions, ensuring that museum learning welcomes all voices and abilities.
And she is eating out of this. Do you know the name for this? Tengka.
I used to think that art was boring, but now I think that art is my favorite subject.
I used to think that art was anything that was on a piece of paper. Now I think art can come in different shapes, forms, and sizes.
The experience was very fun and informative, with the facilitator bringing us around to exhibitions, letting us understand a bit more about the artwork and its artists.
I have learned that art can tell stories without using words.
One thing I find very interesting is the family portrait painted by Georgette Chen. The woman dresses in a way that she wants to be represented in the painting. I never knew that artwork could carry such a huge story.
When I first visited the National Gallery Singapore in primary school, I remember feeling really amazed and excited. I've learned to connect what I see in art to what's happening in the world around me.
Visiting the gallery after the programs feel very different. I noticed things like lighting, space, and how artworks are displayed, and I take the time to think about what they mean, almost like a curator thinking about both the art and the audience.
When I think back to my primary school museum experiences, what stood out to me the most were the abstract and social realist artworks. It was my first time being exposed to them, and I learned a lot about Singapore's history through art.
As we look to the next chapter, we remain committed to expanding our role as a learning museum. We will continue to create inclusive and inspiring experiences that bring young learners closer to art, Singapore, Southeast Asia, and the world.